together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Hello, good morning, happy Monday. It is the 16th. How about did I just share it there? Did I? I don't think I did. Okay. All right. And that one. All right. Mm-hmm. Before we get started, I'm going to talk a little bit about be careful who you decide that you want to associate with. Okay. If you get a feeling that maybe you shouldn't be around a person, I want you to listen to it. Okay. Even if it's wrong, I want you to listen to it. Okay. When other people say they don't want to do something, don't make them. Okay. In my family, I was forced to hug. I hated it. There are some people I love to hug, like my grandma, but I don't want to hug. I didn't want to hug my touchy fucking uncle. Okay. So don't force your kids, your grandkids to hug people. In fact, when my grandkids come over, what I do is if they don't run up and hug me, then I ask for a hug. And this is how I do it. I say, is it okay to hug you? Okay. My granddaughter loves the big hugs. And my grandson likes the side attaboy hugs. And so that's what I give them. It's not about me. All right. And I'm getting tired of this too. How are you doing? I don't care how I'm doing. Hey, Kitty. Dick, now you care how I'm doing, don't you? You're like, of course I do, because then I'd never get out the window like I want right now. So we're going to get to giving and getting today. That tickles. Yeah, we do have, yeah. Some kids don't want to be fucking hugged. And they have every right. See, if you can teach your kid to say, if your kid says no and you back that boundary, you're going to give your kid some healthy boundaries, man. I'm going to tell you, they're going to need them. They're going to need them. So good job. Good job, everybody. Love it. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. This is Ronan. He's my runt. Oh, you're my runt. Oh, you love it. You love it. Out. If you're here, please say hello. He looks like he isn't enjoying this, but he's actually going crazy. Pretty soon he's going to start biting me. So today we're talking about giving and getting, and this is a reading. This is a reading from A Day at a Time. I'm going to let you know, I'm putting away this book for a little while. Actually, I'm going to toss this one. I'm going to get a new one. And I think I'm going to try and find, this isn't the best. In fact, I'm at a point where I kind of actually find it lazy. Because, you know, you get to October and it's like page 84, page 85, page 84, page 85. I mean, really, come on. There's more I just don't feel like, oh, there's 12 months in the year, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to do step one, step two. Oh, might join some traditions there, and then we can just refer to as Bill sees it. And I feel like this is kind of lazy, right? So there we go. I'm going to put that in the trash today, because I need a new one. Hopefully there's an updated one. So we're going to do a day at a time, right? This is Hazelden literature, which is going to be approved by AA. Good thing, because their daily reflections are a lot more astute. They cover things that are beyond. See, it's said in the big book that God will reveal more to you and to us. And this just didn't quite cut it. It's got some good reminders, but what if you're on the first step? What if in the 12th month you started your sobriety and you use this? You're going to feel very behind. That's not very fair. That's not nice. Didn't think. All right. Someone once said that the mind's direction is more important than its progress. If my direction is correct, then progress is sure to follow. Sure, if you're putting action into it. If you're not putting any action into it, you're not going to get done. Right? This is a program of action. This is a life of action. Yeah, that's what we do here. Action. We first come to the program to receive something for ourselves. See, that's what I like. They're already bringing you back to the beginning of the program here. See, something for everyone. Love it. We first, but soon learned that we receive most bountifully when we give to others. If the direction of my mind is to give rather than to receive, then I'll benefit beyond my greatest expectations. It's true. I mean, I have not found any other thing better to satisfy that big old hole that was in the middle of my stomach for a long, long time. Helping others, and God is what filled it up. Other people. Helping other people. Being satisfied with a good job. Okay? So I was just talking to my wife, and I'm a Virgo, and I do things on certain days. Yesterday, the kids were doing laundry. That kind of pissed me off because I do laundry on Sunday. Well, we do laundry on Sundays. Sometimes Shannon does it. Sometimes I do it. Okay. Sometimes she ain't in the fucking mood and it's her only day off. So I do the laundry. Right. But I have been doing laundry on Sundays for a very long time. I don't like it interrupted. So I told the kids, hey, we usually have Sundays. So, I'll grab mine tomorrow. Well, today, you're doing laundry again. I'm like, what the? So I asked Shannon, I'm like, who's doing laundry? She said, the kids. I told them they could. So I sat down with my wife, and it's okay to do this. And I explained that I have to do the laundry on Sundays or I don't feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. That's my day. That laundry is my success on Sundays. So you're taking away my success, and I wanted it today. Okay. And now she's like, oh, I did not know that. But it doesn't need to be a big deal. I was able to be honest with it. It's just laundry. It's just laundry. Okay. But these things add up. They really do. Right? Because I don't just give here. I got to give to the house too. This is my house. This is the Lord's house. And I've got to keep it the way it's supposed to be. I've got to respect it. And I do that by cleaning it, by making it look good. Right? Hey, Amber. Good to see you. I've been trying to do these during your lunch break. But I barely, it's like I go do it and it's like 11 and naked. The more I give of myself and the more generously I open my heart and mind to others, the more growth and progress I'll receive. Am I learning not to measure my giving against my getting? Accepting the act of giving is its own reward. Okay, now we're going to talk about this a little bit. Because that's all great. That's all great. But you can give too much. It's called codependency. It's where you give and give and give and you forgot to get. See, sometimes you got to stop. You got to stop. And I'm going to tell you something. God will stop you. Kitten. Okay. If he tells you not to do something and your will is in line with God's, he will stop you. When I'm drinking and I'm going to do something wrong, he don't stop me. Why? My intentions. He knows what my intentions are. And when I'm drinking, my intentions aren't good. Kitty, you know you're not supposed to be on there. And you know I won't yell at you while people are around. Now, get down. All right. See, he only thought I wouldn't yell at him. So, you got to stop. Okay. Is giving good? Yeah. You gotta. Okay. So how do we do it? There's balance in everything. Okay. Every successful relationship I have, and I have quite a few, works this way. And I will not work it anyway. Well, you need to be flexible. You give 50% of the time. You get 50% of the time. You think, because if I'm giving, I'm not going to see God's gifts. And then I'm going to become unappreciated. I'm just giving, and nothing's happening for me. Because you're not stopping to smell the flowers, motherfucker. Gotta stop. Says in the second step, we relax and take it easy. Balance in all things. Okay. Now, I can talk on this because I'm the kind of person that makes this mistake where I give and I give and I give. You know, even my therapist was like, okay, you're doing 3 days there. We're talking about the club. And she's making sure I'm okay to do it. God, that felt nice. She asked me questions other people just don't ask me. Like, are you going to be able to handle it, Dion? Can you do it? How is this going to affect your mental health? What does this have to do with, And so I talked to her about, well, it's because I'm applying for disability. And if I say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, they go, I don't think so. I should have applied for it years ago, but ego. It's ego, all pride and ego. Oh, man, I need to make my own way. Well, guess what? This man needs some help. Oh, well. Okay. I should not turn away from that just because I think so. Especially when God keeps telling me to do it. Okay. With my wife, it is 50% give, 50% get. Some days it's 70% give, 30% get, but it's always 100%. There's no more than 100%. Do not make more than 100%. That's like saying, think outside of the box. Why in the fuck were you in a box? I hate it when people, Think outside the box. Why the fuck? Don't put me in a box, motherfucker. I'm always outside the box. You not talk to me. What box are we talking about? Hey, you gotta. Ferris Bueller says it. Sometimes you just gotta stop and smell the roses, man. Gotta stop and smell the roses. Am I learning not to measure my giving against my getting, accepting that giving is its own reward? Today I pray, may I not lose sight of that pillar of the program, helping myself through helping others in our purpose of achieving comfortable sobriety. I don't know about comfortable. Yeah, comfortable. I'll go for it. I feel comfortable. See, you don't need to have pain and fear to motivate you. You don't need it. So therefore, I can trudge through problems and still feel balance and serenity. Not always, it doesn't always happen that way, but quite often, yeah, it does. I feel that marvel of giving and taking and giving back again from the moment I take the first step. May I care deeply about others maintaining their freedom from chemicals, and may I know that they care about me. It's simple and a beautiful exchange. Today I'll remember give and take and give back again. Yeah. Once you go through the process, you got to do it again. Now, how do we measure that? We measure that by a day at a time. There we are, right? Hey. Right. Daily reflections for recovering people. So, giving and getting. Okay, what's another way that we mention this? I was supposed to do the 11th step today. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, the giving and getting. It's not coming back. And so it just came. So I'm trying to add on to this, but really I was done. So, yeah. The only way that you can keep what you have is by giving it away. That's what I was doing. Prayer and meditation. That's another way of giving and getting. Prayer is asking. Meditation is receiving. Usually answers. Right? And in order for that to happen, we have to stop. We have to stop and listen. Right? And that'll get easier and easier to do as you get further into the program, because you'll have less and less worldly clamors interfering with what it is that you're doing. Less and less of them, right? And when you intentionally set your life up for no drama, then that's essentially what you get, no drama. I actually have a friend that's trying to start drama, and I feel really bad, man. So I got a friend, and she was doing really, really good. And, she had like 6-7 years, and she's not drinking, but she's using fentanyl. It scares the living fuck out of me. And I'm trying to help. I'm the only person that she's told, which I don't really necessarily like either. But the other day she brought up, she's like, do you know this person? And I said, yes, I remember that person. Please keep them away from me. I'm going to kind of tell you, and I'm not talking crap. I'm using this as an example. Okay. I said, yeah, she has a son who is autistic. Please keep her away from me. And she said, for sure. Why? What happened? Okay. Now, I have a problem with that. And my problem is that's not my friend. She would have never asked me that before. And if she's hanging around this person, I mean, I have a huge fear of this. And I'm going to have to make a phone. I got to make a phone call after this, and I got to talk to her. And unfortunately, because she wouldn't stop. It's this, and you guys will catch this too. My therapist didn't catch it, but I caught it. And I said, not for me to tell, it just wasn't the best situation. And she said, what a small world that you would know her. Doesn't that feel like she's trying to continue the conversation? I mean, I understand people all the time say, what a small world. End of conversation. But to add that on tells me there's something there. Is she trying to make a connection with me through another person? Or is she trying to create more drama in her life so that she can continue her behavior, which honestly is not okay? And of course, there's a lot more to it than that, but that's the gist. And I don't feel like... I know some people are like, well, no, you shouldn't, and those people can fuck off because I'm a forever person. If I say I'm going to help you, yes, that means in 5 years. That means in 10 years. If I'm still around, yes, of course I will. But you got to be helping yourself. Hey, I'm the person that I will shove your fucking head in the water and make you drink. Hey. Which also tells me that's why she reached out to me. Because everybody knows that Dion's a hard ass, and I take no shit. You have no idea how hard that is. That's not true. You know exactly how hard that is. See how easy we can make ourselves terminally unique? God, that's so easy. God. Pride much? I'm so glad I didn't say that in a fucking meeting. All right. So when we get off here, okay, if you could just do a quick prayer, because I'm going to pick up the phone and call because I don't want to. So thank you, everybody, for being here. It was good seeing you. Leisure! Okay. Practice the pause. So, yeah, so I love it. The Trudge Club. It's like when God gave me Trudging Together, he's like, oh, it's going to match all this other shit. So cool. That's what we're going to call it, the Trudge Club. We're going to be open 3 days a week for now to start with. Yeah. God's fucking awesome, man. I was telling my therapist, I'm like, I want to get one of those big popcorn machines. We're going to sell popcorn because it's going to be family oriented. This isn't going to be like Primary Purpose where they have one room just for AA. No, there's going to be Al-Anon and Alateen meetings going on at the same time. This is going to be family oriented. I want you to bring your kids. I want you to bring your children. We're going to have Alateen. I can find daycare. So I'm telling her, she's like, so where are you going to get this? I'm like, where am I going to get it? Somebody's going to give it to me. What do you mean go get it? It's like, how much do those cost? I don't know how much they cost. God will give it to me because I asked. You watch. Why? Because it's the right thing. I'm thinking of other people. Even the way I'm setting this whole thing up, I am doing things intentionally. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. These are things that I see and I understand. We're going to use a podium. And I'll tell you why. Because when somebody is up at a podium everybody shuts the fuck up and listens. They feel required to. But when you sit in a circle, you feel like you can fuck around. These are things I know. See, I know how to set up the cameras to help people. They're going to be hybrid meetings. You bet. I'm going to put TV right next to the podium so the people on Zoom are talking from the podium. Okay? That's right. God is fucking awesome. I love you guys. I'm not giving away all my trade secrets. I love you guys. Peace out and have a great